everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video from the back bedroom. Yes, from the cinema room, because I ain't going out with all that crap going on out there. Yes, I'm only making essential trips. So to the hospital, that's it, literally. So yes, no more Blu-ray hunting for at least 3 months. Oh, I don't know about that. At least a couple of weeks anyway. But I'm still getting my bloods tested. Right, I thought as I'm home now, watch a film. Got plenty of time on my hands. And what flick will Pauly pick? Yes, let's do one of those. I've forgotten what I do with it. It's been so long. Right, I did look at the poll to see what won, and it was 12 Years a Slave. I feel like a slave in this cinema room, but you got to do what you got to do. Unmissable film of the year, 34% of the vote. Chiwetel Ejiofor, or Chiwetel Ejiofor. Michael Fassbender, Benedict Cumberbatch, Paul Dano, Paul Giamatti, Lupita Nyong'o, Sarah Paulson, Brad Pitt, Alfred Woodard. What a bleeding cast. I should imagine this is going to be a bit of a tough watch. Maybe along the lines of The Colour of Money. Was it The Colour of Money? The Spielberg one? No, it was The Colour of Purple, wasn't it? The Colour of Money was Paul Newman, I think. Yes, so it won Oscars and BAFTAs and all that kind of shit. So how long is it? 133 minutes. So we've got a good long one. That's really good. Okie dokie. So I've got my nice decaf cup of tea. I've just had my dinner, some chicken Kievs. And let's stick the film in, watch it. I'll give you my little review. I've got quite a few to actually add to the tin as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got about 6 to add to the tin. Plus we'll also pick out what the next one's going to be. And it's going to be a case of not every week. They're going to, both that and what's in the Poundland bin are going to be quite often. Because, of course, there's not going to be a lot of Blu-ray hunting in the shops. So most of my videos, at least for the next couple of weeks, are going to be from the lovely cinema room. But it's not just going to be what Flick Will Pauly Pick in the Poundland bin. I'm going to mix it up a bit. I'm going to do a couple of top 10 videos. I'm going to do my complete Star Wars Blu-ray collection up there. Maybe Star Trek and some other bits and pieces. And just regular reviews, really. Brilliant. Right, okay. Let's get the lights down, settle down, get 12 Years a Slave. It's called 12 Years a Slave, isn't it? 12 Years a Slave. A film by Steve McQueen. Don't think it's that one. Yes, we'll get that in the Blu-ray player, and I'll give you my thoughts after the film.
What flick will Pauly pick?
Oh, it's nice to be back in the cinema room, sitting down in my favourite chair with a lovely cup of tea. Oh, my light's illuminated. The only thing I need to do is have a shave. And hopefully my brother's bought me a electric razor, because I can't use blades in case I cut myself, because otherwise I won't stop bleeding. Right, okay, let's turn this light off, watch the film. Oh, God blimey, it already looks dramatic and sad just from the opening bit. And I'll give you my thoughts after the film. Right, let's do it.
Hours later.
Okay, so 12 Years a Slave. That wasn't exactly a jolly film, but it did have a happy ending. Yes, this is based on a true story, based around the true story of Solomon Northup, played brilliantly by Chiwetel Ejiofor, or Chiwetel Ejiofor, however you want to pronounce it. I do know that where I work, the head of IT went to school with him in London. I do remember that. So yeah, this is basically about this upstanding musician in New York, in a small town of Saratoga. He's got loving wife, he's got loving kids. You know, he's a respected person, a respected musician. He plays the violin or the fiddle. Respected by shop owners and also in circles, in music circles. And one day he's approached by these two guys that want him to come and play at a carnival, because you know he's such a good musician. They have a jolly old time and get drunk and all that. The next morning, Solomon actually wakes up and he's in this like cell, like this prison cell, and he's all shackled with chains and things like that. And he ends up getting shipped out and sold as a slave, even though he's trying to tell them who he is. As far as they're concerned, he's just a nobody that's going to be sold to slavery. So he's a free man in New York, but ends up getting sold to slavery. We follow him on his journey as he goes through different masters. There's Paul Giamatti, who we first meet. He's selling him. He sells him to Benedict Cumberbatch, who's a really nice guy, really nice master. He's respectful, and you know, as long as you do your job in the cotton fields and things like that. Unfortunately, after a while, he then gets sold on again to a right knob. Yes, played brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly, by Michael Fassbender, and he is a nasty piece of work. And also his wife, Sarah Paulson. I'd like to slap her. Yes, even though she's brilliant in American Horror Story. But we meet a few other slaves, cottonfield slaves along the way, including Lupita Nyong'o, who's also absolutely fantastic. And basically it's a story about survival. He's trying to survive. He's put aside that his name is Solomon Northup. So yeah, so we follow his survival out in the cotton fields, cotton picking. And we see some nasty stuff going on, you know, with the whips and things like that. There's actually one scene towards the end with Lupita Nyong'o. Holy crap. Yeah, that is nasty. There's a brilliant scene midway when they attempt to, the locals there attempt to hang Solomon. And for like 5 or 6 minutes, he's sort of like left dangling on this tree, tiptoeing in the mud. No music, just the sounds of the wind and the insects twittling, that kind of stuff. And it's really, really, really powerful scene as he's trying to tiptoe as much as he can to survive, to stop himself from strangling himself. But that goes on for 5 minutes. It's really, really good scene. Kind of a haunting scene as well. But yeah, the characters are really good. It is an unmissable film, definitely. So I can see why it got Best Picture, Best Supporting Actress, Adapted Screenplay, BAFTA winner, Best Film Leading Actor, brilliant. Chiwetel Ejiofor, absolutely fantastic. Flawless performance. Michael Fassbender, he's a bastard, but he's really good. It's really good acting. Benedict Cumberbatch, not a big role, but still a very nice likeable master. Paul Dano is a right git as well, but he plays it really well. Paul Giamatti, Sarah Paulson. Brad Pitt is in it, but he's not in it for very long. He's only in it for like the last 10-15 minutes of the film. And also Alfie Woodard's in it as well. God, blow up the ship, John Luke. But and it's a film by Steve McQueen. The picture quality is absolutely spot on. It's fantastic. It's not 4K Blu-ray. It's a beautiful picture. I mean, you've got cotton fields, swamps, trees, and you've got like New York suburbs and that kind of thing. Everything looks beautiful. There's no grain noticeable at all. Really crisp. So yeah, lots of lovely colours, bright colours. You know, cotton, brightness of the white of the cotton. But yeah, really good picture quality. Sound quality was really good as well. It is DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, which upscaled to Neuro. It's not a big sound stage, but you do hear surrounds with like animals and the chirping of the insects and the wind and things like that. And it's 133 minutes long, so really, you know, it's really good length film. Doesn't drag anywhere at all. Had me gripped all the way through. There are quite a few special features, including meet the team, meet the creative minds assembled by director Steve McQueen to bring Solomon Northup's journey to life. The score, follow film composer Hans Zimmer, brilliant score, creating the dramatic score. You've got Blu-ray exclusives, historical portrait. Explore director Steve McQueen's unique artistry in bringing this remarkable story to life in this documentary, including cast and crew interviews. Because the whole incident, the actual true story, happened in like the 1840s. So, you know, he wrote the book, or he wrote the story in 1850 something, 1855 I think it was, something like that. But yeah, it was a really good film, really good, gripping, and didn't leave me bored, left me satisfied because of the outcome, and wrapped up the story really nice. And it's nice that we've come a long way since days like this, with, you know, slavery in the 1800s, and you know, with the segregation in the 50s and the 60s, and then we had Rosa Parks that refused to actually give up her seat on the bus, God bless her, and Martin Luther King, Obama. We've come a long way with how we treat each other and how people are accepted in society now. So even though there still are troubles in certain parts of the world, I do think that we have come a long way since these days. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Loved every minute of it. 12 Years a Slave. Brilliant film. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. Fantastic. Okay, so how would I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being a small piece of white dirty cotton in the fields, and 10 being the look on Solomon's face when he's liberated. I'm going to give 12 Years a Slave 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's that good. It really is a great film. Beautifully directed. Cinematography, spectacular. Absolutely loved it. There we go, 12 Years a Slave. My first new Flick Pick review. Fantastic. Right, okay, so I suppose we better pick the next series of films. Hopefully by the next time we do a video, I will have shaven. Shaven. Yes, I would have had a shave. But I do have a few bits of paper to go in the pot. So let me get my bum off the chair, and then I shall flip the camera around and we can have a look, see what's going to go into the pot. Right, so there's the pots. So let's take out 12 Years a Slave. So that will go in the one in the pot that we've already seen. So all of these will go back in the pot. But let me show you what we've got to put in. So I've got the Addams Family. Come to Daddy. Doctor Sleep. We have Freaks. The Peanut Butter Falcon. And God, oh, look how long that is. Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Right, let me just fold all these bits up and I shall throw them in the pot. Right, okay, so let's pick the first one out then. So we need to pick out 5. Oh my God, the Peanut Butter Falcon. Blimey, if I just put that in. And it had a really good shake around. Oh, let's shake around. What have we got? Fighting with My Family. Okay. I'm getting some good ones. What do we got? What? Judy. That's not a very old one. What's this one? Oh my God. Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Oh my God. I did shake it about as well. And let's have that one as well. Allied, Brad Pitt. Okay, so the next video's choices are Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, the Peanut Butter Falcon, Fighting with My Family, Judy, and Allied. Brilliant. Okay, so all you need to do is click on the eye up here on the poll, choose whichever one you want me to watch and review next, and then we shall do that in a couple of days. It's not going to be a week, it's going to be like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. So I would vote quick. Yes. So hope you enjoyed this brand new episode of What Flick Will Pauly Pick? Brilliant. Yes, fantastic. Like the video by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. Did you like 12 Years a Slave? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Stick down in the comments and I shall see you all on the next video. Bye.